I like what we are doing here, okay? And you must also participate. In fact, we have spent almost half of the time looking at just this now. We really don't have too much of time. Now, Flourmill's release its auditor report to the market in the course of last week. Looking at this result as an analyst, somebody that is conversant with figure, just looking at the growth in turnover by 50.83%, and then we now come to profit after tax, 8.94%. You really see that it does not match. In other words, the company is holding on to their market share, but at terrible cost. So you could see what they are achieving in top line. They are not bringing it down to the bottom line. However, this result to me is not bad. Aruna has his opinion. I just analyze stocks. Is more of a market operator. Earning per share from 6 naira 27 kobo to 6 naira 83 kobo at a price of 35 naira 15 kobo as at last Friday. PE ratio. I've explained that to you. If you don't want to know this, you might have to go back. We have more than 300 videos. If not, I know that we have more than 200 videos on our YouTube channel. By the time you read, you will see all this. You watch all, you will see all this there. So PE ratio 5.14, okay, for the auditor report Q4. Very fantastic. Earnings yield 19.44%. Very good. Profit margin is very low, which means that this company is spending more money to generate what they're generating in the turnover. And they came to give a dividend of 2 naira 15 kobo. Okay, Aruna. Well, number one, from an earning of 6 naira 83 kobo, this company is coming to declare just 2 naira 15 kobo. Isn't it too stingy?
I don't believe so, because what we normally hope for is growth in dividend. The last dividend they declared was 1 naira 65 kobo. That's about 30%. You know, when a board want to compensate the investors, they grow the dividend. So from by 30% growth, as far as the board is concerned, it's big.
But investors too have reposed a lot of confidence in them because their price is 35 naira.
Yeah, I think what really happened to their result was a cost of sales that grew 58.7% from 664 million to a billion. And one of the components of that cost of it is raw material, and I think it has to do with forex. That was what ate into their the share of their market. If that is, when we normally say, we said, yes, a company can grow its top line, but will the management be able to maintain the middle line? And it now depends on if it is one that they can do. Like the cost of raw material, there's nothing they can do about it. So that was exactly what happened. And again, they will also want to claw back for further development. So chances that.
And they are also buying into Honeywell.
So they will need to preserve money for that too.
Okay, Aruna, so far so good this year. This company is reporting, talking about Flourmill's, reporting 24% growth in price. The highest we have seen it this year has been 41 naira 45 kobo, and then the lowest we have seen it this year was 25 naira 35 kobo. Okay, now with what I'm seeing here, okay, the price has actually been declining, okay, and with this result, do you see it growing or do you see it coming down further?
Well, it might likely, if it is coming down further, might not be that it will go below 13 naira. And the result, if you ask me, is good enough to support it. If you will say, if you are talking about the payout ratio, it's also, I believe, is still okay as far as this stock is concerned. You might be looking at the 35 naira too high, but it was the market, it was the confidence, like you said, that the market had in it that took it to 41 naira. I think the market will, the price will over around this 35, maybe until it is marked down. For 15 kobo.
Honeywell, this company has been sold. Whether it is going to remain as Honeywell going forward, we never can tell. Whether it will be merged and subsumed under the Flourmill group, we never can tell. They have not told us as at now. Have you heard anything?
No, but I believe that they will let it be standalone as they have done in some of other where they have holdings.
Like Northern Nigerian Flourmill?
Yes.
Okay. But again, who says that eventually, because again, when you talk about
same line of business,
and they are in the same place, more or less the same place. So the Honeywell is much more in the southwest. Northern Nigerian Flour Mills, you know where it is.
If they do that, I think it will be better for investors in Honeywell. No matter what is the...
okay, we'll come to the result of Honeywell. This one too. You see a growth in the top line, 24.48%. But they are not able to bring that to their bottom line, as that showed a decline of 187.38%. As a matter of fact, this result is not good. Earning per share, 12 kobo minus. Then PE ratio, 26.6 negative. Earnings yield, negative 3.76%. Profit margin, negative 0.72%. Okay, let me ask one question. Aruna, this is also an audited report. This result, is it a book cleansing exercise of some sort, or things just became bad for Honeywell?
No, I think it's a trend in the flour mill business, because the same problem that flour mill had, that is what they also had, that their raw packaging material took the better part, 34.8%, from 82 million to 111 million. And you discover that that is exactly what brought down the result of flour mill. That is exactly what is happening.
But in this case, it led to loss.
You see, we know how honey flour has becoming. If you add this back, maybe what would have been is a marginal growth, which we have always seen. But because whatever that is responsible for this hike in their raw material hit them, and the result couldn't hold it, they have to declare a loss.
That makes the company not good.
Maybe for now. Because I believe by the time, like we have said, we don't know what flour mill is going to do about it. And like we also said on this table, it's like all the board of flour mill has taken position in owning flour mill. So let's see what they are going to do going forward.